Recording in progress.
Thanks for coming today. Well, it's a small class, but that's okay. We're going to inhale, lifting up, and then climb our ladder, lifting one hand and the other. And then take a deep breath in and down. Inhale, lifting up. One more big sun breath. Down. We'll forward fold, relaxing to the front. Let the body just hang. You can sway side to side, loosen up the back. Awaken the spine in a ragdoll. You can draw little circles on the floor with your fingertips, loosening up the back. And then reverse the direction so the circles go the other way. Then we'll come to the center. And when you're ready, we'll roll up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders lift to the ears and push back and down. Shake your head yes. Loosen up the neck. We'll move right into a sun salutation. Bending the knees and scooping forward, lifting up high to the sky. Hands coming out and down, fingertips touch the ground. Step back with one foot, then the other to a push-up plank. Now you can be on your knees or your toes. Just go at your own pace today. Listen to what's best for your body. We'll slowly lower down and then look forward to a cobra or upward dog. It can be high, it can be low, wherever you feel comfortable. Then dig the toes into the mat, hips lift up and back. Shifting your weight. And downward dog. Get a puppy dog on your knees. So you choose what you need today. You can walk the dog if you would like, bending one knee then the other, alternating the feet. And then we'll walk your feet in towards your hands. When you're ready, roll up one vertebrae at a time, coming to a standing position. Shoulders rolling back and down. And then we'll do that sun salutation again, bending the knees and scooping forward, reaching to the sun. Hands coming out and down, fingertips touching the mat. Step back with one foot, then the other to push-up plank. Stretching long. And then slowly lower down. Relaxing to the mat and then looking forward to a cobra or upward dog. Elbows can be bent or straight. And then we'll dig the toes into the mat, hips lift up and back to the downward dog. Now you could also be the puppy dog on the knees, so you just choose what's best for your body today. You can walk the dog, bending one knee then the other, alternating the feet. And then walk your feet in towards your hands. And roll up one vertebrae at a time, shoulders lifting to the ears, pushing back and down, shaking your head yes. Hands will go out and up for our crescent moon today. Leaning to the left, we'll dig that right heel into the mat, push the right hip out to the side so you kind of create that curvature, crescent moon. Now hands can be together or apart. And eventually left hand drops down, right palm turns up, elbow pulls back. We look up to see the sun. Breathing in, exhaling out. And then place your hand on your head. The head falls apart. That right side, and we'll wiggle the fingers on the left. You can rotate the arm, turning the palm up and down a couple times. And then we'll slowly begin to lift. Hands come together at the top. Down, heart center, a little pressure with the palms. Shoulders roll back and down. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, kind of melt forward. Pushing on the lungs, the diaphragm to empty out all the toxins. Big breath in. And exhale. And we'll slowly lift up. For our crescent moon on the other side, we lean to the right. Push that left foot into the mat. Left hip pushes out to the side, creating that curvature. Breathing in, exhaling. Gently lowering down the right hand, left palm turns up, elbow pulls back, we look up to see the sun. And we stand a little taller, placing your hand on your head, stretching the neck. You can wiggle the fingers on the right hand. You might rotate the arm, loosening up the shoulder. Slowly lifting with each rotation. Going towards the sky. And then lift the roof off the building. Big breath in. Up and down. Shoulders roll back and down. We're going to sit down into a chair, but if you need to grab water, you can grab it anytime. Hands lift up. Just to readjust the shoulders, the hands come down halfway. Turn the palms up so the shoulders drop. And the hands come forward to read our book. Belly button pulls in, hips push back to sit down into our chair. It might be a low footstool or a tall bar stool or somewhere in between. Whatever you feel comfortable with. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. We're going to close the book, place the book on your knees, tuck your head under, look at the belly button and slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time. Fingertips drag up the front quadriceps, shoulders rolling back and down. You shake your head yes, loosening up the neck a little bit more. And we're going to stand hip distance apart for our warrior one pose. Now I want you to kind of be on the railroad tracks here today because it will be a balancing pose. We're going to slide your left leg straight back with that space between the legs. And if you put your foot on the stripe, it's a little steadier, a little firmer on the foundation. I'm going to lift the hands forward. Shoulders relax down. Breathing in. And exhaling out, pushing with all four edges of the feet, big toe, baby toe, heel. And then our hands come together, down heart center, adding the prayer pose. We're going to look over your right shoulder, slowly start to twist the spine. Breathing in. And exhaling. Now that back, left leg wants to bend. We're going to try to keep it straight. Stretch the heel down into the mat. Stretch behind the knee on the left leg and up the front of the hip. And then we're going to look back forward, find a new focal point, and then untwist. Placing the hands on the front knee, going right into our peacock pose. We're going to straighten the leg. It's our pose of the month. Place your hand on the hips. The hands turn back. We'll take a deep breath in. And then we'll forward fold when you're ready, changing the eyes to look down at the big toe and melting forward. Now both legs are straight, so it's a pyramid on the bottom. Now if you would like, you can lift your hands towards the sky here in your peacock. Hands can be apart, or you can have your hands together, one hand, the palm inside the other, maybe lacing the thumbs to keep them together, or you can lace the fingers. You can just choose what's best for your body today. Hips are sliding back. Belly button pulling in towards the spine. We'll take one last big breath in. We'll release the hands down into the front, right foot. Walk the hands up the legs nice and slow. Letting the blood flow back to our extremities. Shoulders roll back and down. And we'll bend and straighten the front knee. Maybe lift up the toe, lift up the back heel. Little rocking motion. And then the front knee will stay bent. Going right into a warrior three. We're going to shift your weight forward. Now that may be all you need right there. We're going to try to strengthen the front knee and ankle. If you'd like to test your balance a little more, you can lift that toe on and and off the floor. So you can also have hand forward or to the side. Keep the hands on the knee. You can have both hands forward or to the side. Or you can even walk your hands down to the ground, turning it into a half moon. Maybe one hand, both hands. So you kind of get to choose what's best for your body today, going at your own pace. Hands forward to the side, up or down.
She can't get it either.
And then when you're ready, we'll slowly lower the foot down. Hands come to the front knee. Rock back and forth. You can rock into a rocking horse, and then we'll walk in place, adjusting.
Candy, there's been no sound from the beginning.
Oh no, I didn't know you couldn't hear me. Let me see what I can do. Hello. Let's see. Looks like it can hear me when I get close to the computer. I don't know. Let's see if this helps. Possibly. Now we're going to go to our other side. Can you hear me now, maybe? Possibly. We're going to stand hip distance apart and then bring your right leg back. So as we bring that back, I'll come a little closer this way. Well, they may or may not be able to see me there. There you go. So right leg comes back. We'll do all of that again.
I can't see you, Candy.
You can't hear me
Can't
still?
hear you either.
You see me, but
can't
can't see me or hear me?
I can't see you.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, hang on.
I can see you, but I can't hear you.
What is happening? There's too many options, I guess. Sorry, Jean.
I wonder if the music could have taken over the...
Is that better? Let me try to turn the music off. Is that better? Let's try that. Can you hear me now, though? Maybe. I don't know if they can hear me or see me. I've lost everybody. Oh, here it is in the corner. Go back. Oh, no. Too many options. Pat, can you hear me or see me? You know what? I muted myself. That's why you couldn't hear me. I thought I muted you guys. I muted myself earlier. Good job, Jean. It's the person that's talking. Usually the person that's talking, it'll... Okay. Am I on the screen now? Okay. So let's try that. Okay, and then we'll go. Did y'all get to do your Warrior One already? Or are you okay? Sorry, Jean. Luckily, we have Jean who is being very kind and letting me have my technical difficulties, which I always have for some reason. No, don't do that. That's because I pinned myself so my screen is open and you can see it. Okay, no worries. Okay, can you hear me talking now? Everything's
Yes.
okay?
I can hear you.
Okay, perfect. All right, let's go back to it. Here we go. And I'm making sure I'm on Zoom. Everything's good. Here. Sorry about that. Okay, standing hip distance apart. We're gonna go to the other leg. Right leg, straight back. Heel lifts up and down. Place the heel down and lift the hands forward to the sky. Relaxing the shoulders, take a big breath in and exhaling out. So in our warrior one, we're just sinking in, and we'll bring your hands together and down heart center. We're going to add a little twisted by turning, looking over that left shoulder, and then add the little spinal twist. Now it's as far as you feel comfortable. We're going to try to keep that back leg straight. Trying to stretch behind the knee and up the calf. Pushing with the toes. Then we'll look back forward and untwist when you're ready. Holding and then placing your hands on the front knee. Bend and straighten that front leg. You can rock back and forth if you'd like, but we'll go right into that pyramid with the legs. Or our peacock. Hands come to the hips, and then we turn the palms backwards. Find a focal point for your eyes, and we're going to forward fold. Melting to the front. Kind of coming down towards the ground. Now lift the hands towards the sky and the peacock. Hands can be together or apart. You can have one hand on top of the other, like you're stacking the palms, lacing the thumbs, or you can lace your fingers together. Multiple options. Breathing in, exhaling out. We're going to lower the hands down, place them on the front knee. We'll rock back and forth a little bit. And then we'll slowly walk your hands up. And that front knee will stay bent this time. As we shift your weight forward for the warrior three, tapping the toe in the back. You can have one hand forward or to the side, both hands forward to the side. Choosing what feels best for your body today. You can also have a hand on the floor, making it your half moon. Tightening around the center. Holding the pose, but not the breath. Still inhaling and exhaling. Now the back foot will gently come down. When you're ready, rock back and forth. Nice and slow. And we're going to open up to the side of the room. We'll bend and straighten the knee. Lifting up and down a couple times. And then when you're ready, we'll lift the hands up. Dropping the hips. You can come down heart center. Adjusting for your body, breathing in. Exhaling out. Heels can be lifted, so they can be up or down. You get to choose what's best for your body today. And we'll slowly lift up. Hands go forward. Exhale out and down. Turn your toes forward for a wide angle forward fold. Pushing the hips back. You can shake your head yes. You can shake your head no. And then shake your head yes one more time. We're going to slowly roll up to a standing position.
Recording stopped.
And then we'll come back to the top.
Recording in progress.
As we stand up tall, the shoulders are going to roll back and down. And we're going to do something called digging in the garden. So we're going to let the hands come down, knees bent. And then we bring our hands forward and up to the sky. As We dig in the garden today. Breathing in, exhaling out. Big breath in and exhale. We're making a nice deep hole. And then we're going to hold at the top and reverse, coming out and down. We're going to place our little rose bush or our flowers in that hole we just dug. Big breath in and exhale out. Then we're going to hold, lift the hands up halfway, turn your left toe out and bend and straighten the knee. Now the knee is going to stay bent. We'll go right into our warrior two, digging toes into the mat, dropping the heels down. You can even turn your head, looking over that left shoulder. And from here, we're going to actually bring back your right hand to your heart and then pull back like we're pulling a bow and arrow. So it's opening up the chest a little more. You can even lift up your fingers or a finger on that left hand. So you feel that strength in the opening of the rib cage. Now as we pull back on our bow and arrow, we're going to lift up, reversing our warrior two. Now we're going to let go of the arrow. And you can let the arrow fly. You might rotate the arm, loosening up the shoulder. You might let it reach higher to the sky as it flies through the air. Our reverse warrior two today. Now as the arrow slowly comes down towards the ground, we're going to straighten the left knee and let the arrow fall where it may. So your hand might be on the leg, the foot, the floor. Wherever it's comfortable. We are thinking of pushing your hips all the way to the right, away from the arms. In our triangle pose. You can look down at the ground, to the side of the room, up to the sky. If that right hand is bothering you, it can be on the hip, it can be on the heart. Some people reach over the head. Now we'll bend the right elbow again. We're going to pull back our bow and arrow, reload our arrow as we have now reclaimed it. We're going to lift back up and bend the knee. And we're going to do that all over again, pulling the arrow back, looking over that left shoulder. You're finding your focal point with your fingers. Then we're going to lift towards the sky. Our reverse warrior two. We'll let the arrow fly, release the hand out. You can wiggle the fingers at the top. Feathers, the wind going across them. A nice deep breath in. And we'll come back down halfway, straightening the knee. The arrow flies down towards the ground. In your triangle pose, breathing in, exhaling out. We're going to slowly just walk our hands up. Bend and straighten the knee. We'll turn the toes forward. Walk the feet in a little bit. You can rock side to side. Maybe wiggle the ankles, the toes, shoulders roll back and down. Releasing any tension right in the middle. We're going to lift up. We'll go to the five-pointed star. Hands come out. Extend the palms. Toes can be out slightly as we bend the knees. And we'll bring the elbows into our moonflower. And then extend back out to the five-pointed star. And exhale. Inhale to the star. Inhale to the moon. Inhale to the star. Exhale to the moon. And then we'll hold in our star. We're going to hinge at the waist, the hips, maybe bend the knees a little bit as we scoop an armful of sunflowers off the ground in front. And extend back out. Big breath in and exhaling. Back to the 5-pointed star. One last sun. And we'll hold and add the two together, coming in to the moonflower. Go ahead and exhale to the star. Inhale to the sun. And exhale to the star. Inhale to the moon. Exhale to the star. Inhale to the sun. And then to the star. Lift the hands up. Exhaling out. We're going to turn your toes. So the right toe turns out and the knee bends. We'll inhale, lifting up halfway for our warrior two. Shoulders relax down. And we're going to bend the left elbow. Pull back our bow and arrow, and you might lift up the fingers on that right side. Breathing in. Exhaling out. Our warrior is shooting its bow and arrow today. Now we're actually going to pull back a little bit more on that left shoulder. We'll lift up the right hand. You can wiggle the fingers as we release the arrow to fly through the sky. And then when you're ready, slowly lower down halfway, straighten the knee, and then let the arrow come all the way down to the ground. Now it's wherever it feels comfortable on the leg, the foot, the floor. You're right into your triangle pose. We're going to pull back left elbow. Open up the rib cage and lift up. Bend the knee on the right. And we'll pull back. Reloading our arrow. Big breath in. And exhale. And when you're ready, we'll pull back a little more and lift up the right arm and release the arrow towards the sky. You can wiggle the fingers, rotate the arm. Feel that rib cage lift off the hip. And we'll take a big breath in. And exhale down. The arrow flies and then falls towards the ground. Wherever you feel comfortable. Remember that left hand could be on the hip if that feels better. Or it can be on the heart, right over the head. And we're going to let the hands just come to the sides. Walk right fingertips up. Bend and straighten the knee. And then walk your toes in a little closer. Rock side to side. Wiggle the fingers, the toes. And we'll return long ways on your mat. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. We'll draw little circles with our fingers. And then reverse the direction of those circles. Going to the lion's cub. That's the tiger cub. I guess it's going to be a lion's club too. As we draw those circles, we're going to make a fist. And then we're going to pull up because the lion cub does not want to get out of its bed today. And we're going to lift so he's underneath his covers, stretching, not letting anyone know he's awake. And then draw the little circles up at the top. Maybe reverse the circle. We need to take a big yawn, opening the mouth. The lion's roar. Another big breath in. And then we're going to bring hands down, grab a hold of those covers. So we're going to show our pretty face. Getting out of our bed, we push the covers all the way to our feet. Now you can let your arms hang. You can draw little circles. You can sway side to side, going right into the rag doll if you would like. And lower the hands down till fingertips touch the floor, and we'll step back with one foot, then the other. All fours, that downward dog. Now it could be a puppy dog on the knees. We are going to the mat, so whenever you feel comfortable going to the floor, you can. Now you can be a dolphin on the elbows if that's more your style today. Remember, yoga is for you, so do what feels best for your body. Release comparisons. And then we'll come down onto the knees, shifting your weight back. You can be in your child's pose with the hands forward to the side or next to your feet. Breathing in, exhaling. And the hands come underneath the shoulders. We lift up, tuck your head under, round the spine. Breathing in through the nose and out. Now we're going to extend the spine, looking forward to the cow. Bottom lip's going to come over the top lip, stretching long. Exhale to the cat, tucking under. Inhale to the cow, looking forward. Exhale to the cat. The cat that's scared or upset. Inhale to the cow. Then we'll come to a nice flat back. Support your weight with your left hand, and we'll take the right hand out to the side, threading eye of the needle. The hand comes through, and it creates tension, a little sawing motion between the floor and the arm. Now you might slide all the way through to the elbow. Some people go to the shoulder or even rest the head on the floor. But it's wherever it feels best for your body today. Inhaling, expanding the rib cage. Exhaling, emptying out toxins. We're going to slowly come out, lifting back up and changing sides. Support with the right hand, left hand goes out. And then we come through the space, sliding down wherever it feels comfortable. It might just be at the hand, it might be at the elbow, it might be at the shoulder, or even resting the head on the floor. Or you can just sit in your child's pose and ignore me completely if this bothers your shoulder. And then we'll unthread the needle. Support with both hands as we shift your weight forward, laying down on the front of the mat. Right arm extends, push fingertips into the mat. Support with that left hand and drop the shoulder down. So we're going into a scarecrow. We'll lift the chin up, rest the ear on the mat. Stack the hips if you would like. Left hip on top of the right, left hip falls gently behind. Left hand can extend or it can be on the hip. And then we'll roll back onto your stomach. Readjusting, extending out the left arm. Our scarecrow, we lift up with the right hand. Drop the shoulder down. Lift up the chin and rest the ear on the mat. Stack the hips if you would like. That right hip on top of the left. Right foot falls gently behind. We breathe in. And exhale out. And then we'll roll back onto your stomach, both arms extending, lifting up to our prone cobra. Chest can come off the mat, toes can come off the mat if you would like. It can be up or down. Fingertips can even touch the mat, helping to support the arms if you need. And bring the hands forward, and we'll add a little swimming motion, alternating the hands and the feet. Breathing in. We'll lower the hands down, drag the fingertips in, elbows push into the mat. Shoulder pushes back and down, and we lengthen out long, breathing in and exhaling. You're going to bend your right knee and push that right hip into the mat. Going right into a bow pose, like a bow and arrow. So people reach back, tracing their hand around the leg, holding onto the foot, sauce the pant leg. Now I give you time to do each side by itself. Some people choose to use both feet and both hands. So whatever feels best for your body. Your head can be high or low. You can rest your head down. You can use the same hand. You could use the opposite hand. You could use both hands or no hands at all. Take one last big breath in, and then bend and straighten the knee. And we'll change sides, bending the left leg, pushing that left hip into the mat. And that may be all you need, but if you'd like, you can reach back, holding onto the foot, the soft pant leg. Head can be high or low. In our bow, like a bow and arrow. One last big breath in. We'll slowly release, bend and straighten the knee. We'll bend both legs, let the legs sway side to side, loosen up any tension in the hips. Lower the feet down, place your hands underneath your shoulders. We'll lift up to all fours. Take the knees a little wider in a wide angle child's pose. Hips push straight back. This could also be a frog if you bring your elbows towards your knees. Lowering the head down to wherever it feels comfortable. And then inhale, lifting up. Coming to all fours, bring the knees to the center, and we're going to do a child's prayer, coming onto the elbows. Elbows walk a little bit farther forward. Hands come together in that prayer pose, and then we shift your weight back, and the prayer hands come behind your head. We drop the shoulders down, and then start pushing the hips towards the feet. You start to drag the arms along the floor, stretching under the arms, creating that tension against the floor and the elbow. We'll lower the hands down, place your hands underneath your shoulders, lift the head up, lean to the side, and bring the feet around to the front, shaking out any tension you might have. We'll point and flex the feet. Shoulders lift to the ears, they roll back and down. Shake your head yes. And we'll bend your left knee, crossing the foot over if you'd like, or leaving it right next door. Right hand comes forward, left hand behind your back. Turn the torso, the shoulders, the neck. Spinal twist sitting down. We'll slowly untwist, coming forward, cradling our baby and rocking it side to side. Now, it does not matter how you cradle the baby. It might be with that front foot, giving the arms a rest, or your leg can be straight. And I'm going to actually show you something a little bit different, bringing the knee in towards the chest. So you can place the foot on the floor, and we're going to hold on to your ankle, or you can do a yogi toe grip with middle finger and thumb around the big toe. We're going to place your right hand on the right knee, and then we're going into our shooting the arrow. So this is your arrow. We did our bow earlier, and we bring the knee back under the arm and then straight forward. So it's lifting it up and down. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see you're trying to bring that knee on the outside of the body, kind of under the arm. If you notice, I'm just holding the leg. It does not matter where it's at. Now, some people have that yogi toe grip, bringing it back. Some people do a yogi toe grip on both legs. But we're just loosening up the hip. So it's pulling back the bow and arrow. And let's place the foot back down on the floor. We can go a little bit wider if you'd like, rock side to side. And we'll walk your hands down the center. It does not matter how wide you are or how far you forward fold. We're going to walk both hands over to your right leg and add a reverse triangle. So we're going to bring right hand back behind you and look to the back wall. You might be feeling the stretch on the back of that right leg, that hamstring and behind the knee. You might be feeling the stretch down the left hip, around the waistline and into the lower back. A reverse triangle, sitting down. And then we'll come back forward. Shift your weight side to side and bring the legs back to the center. Shake out any tension because we're going to bend your right knee, crossing the foot over. Left hand comes around, right hand behind your back. Turn your torso, your shoulders, your neck. Spinal twist, sitting down. Breathing in. Exhaling out. And then we'll slowly untwist when you're ready. Cradling and rocking the baby. Wherever your hands feel comfortable. Really close, rocking the baby. We're going to set the foot on the front leg and give the arms a rest. But eventually, we're going to set the foot down for a moment. Looking at that knee, we're going to place your hand anywhere on the leg. It might be the ankle. Do a yogi toe grip. We're going to bring the foot forward and back. Left hand just rests on the other leg. So we're just trying to bring that knee kind of to the shoulder, maybe under the shoulder. Just changing the direction of the movement of the hip. And we're shooting our arrow today. So you had the bow pose, you had the arrow pose, you had the shooting, the arrow when we were in our warrior two. And that's the warrior on his horse when we're in our warrior two. We're going to set this foot down. Take the legs a little wider. Adjust the hips so we kind of rock side to side as we walk your hands out. So you can feel those hamstrings lengthening. We'll take a deep breath in. Walk your hands over to the left side. Point and flex the foot. And then keep your right hand forward. Left hand comes back behind you and you look to the back wall. Reverse triangle sitting down today. Then we'll walk your hands back to the center. Nice and slow. Rock side to side. And we'll bring the legs in nice and easy. Shake out any tension you might have. You can rub the knees. We're going to roll like a ball onto our back. So we bend the knees, kind of lean to the side and come onto our back. However you feel comfortable, you can rock side to side. You rock forward and back. So you're just kind of self-adjusting. And we'll place your hands on the knees and draw a little circular motion, massaging the spine. And then reverse the direction so we go the other way. So we're massaging right between the hip bones and that lower back. And then place your feet on the floor for a bridge pose, lifting the hips up off the mat, creating a straight line from the knees to the shoulders. That bridge. Hands can be anywhere it's comfortable. Some people hold on to their ankles. Allowing gravity to shift the weight down, getting fresh oxygen to your brain, creating a little space between the organs. And then we're going to think of your shoulders, taking a deep breath in. And roll down from the shoulders, one vertebrae at a time. Tailbone's the last thing to touch the floor. And we're going to do our little bridges. It's like an upside down cat-cow. So we're going to think of lifting the belly button towards the spine. And we kind of create the space underneath our back. So you could have water running underneath your body. And then we're going to push the belly button down and lift the hips up. So as the hips lift off the ground, it's just a little bridge. Not as high as before. We're going to lower the hips down and lift the belly button up, having that space under the spine. And then push the belly button down and the hips come up. So you have that little bit of space. So it's like rocking the pelvic bone up and down. We're going to lift the belly button to the sky again, pulling up, and then push the belly button down and lift the hips up so they come off the ground. So I call them the little bridges to relax the psoas muscle. Let's let everything touch the floor now and the knees fall, swaying side to side. A low knee sway, the knees will fall over to the left side. You can just hold there if you'd like. Some people place that left foot on top of the right knee. If that's too much, just keep the feet on the floor. You might tighten the right glute, lift up the right hip, up and down a couple times, and then relax into the stretch, breathing in and exhaling out. And if the foot's on top, let's bring it to the floor and let the knees sway side to side once more. A low spinal twist, the legs fall to the right. If you'd like, you can take that right foot and place it on top of the left knee, or keep both feet on the floor. You might adjust the left hip, lifting it up and down a couple times, and then hold the stretch wherever it feels comfortable for your body. Then we'll let the feet touch the floor, let the knees sway side to side, and bring both knees into the chest for our full spinal twist. We rock side to side. Open your arms like a letter T at the top of the mat, and then both legs fall to the left as we look to the right. And you can extend out one leg, both legs, or keep the knees bent, wherever it feels comfortable for your body. And our full spinal twist lying down. You kind of turn your head to look away from the feet and close your eyes and slow the breath, slow the heart rate, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. We'll bring the knees to the center, rock side to side. Loosen up any tension and the legs fall to the right. As we look to the left, you can extend out one leg or both legs, whatever feels comfortable here. A full spinal twist lying down. Then we'll bring the knees back to the center, rock side to side. Lengthen the legs to the sky for our joyful happy baby. We'll place your hands on the legs, anywhere it feels comfortable, and then the legs fall to the sides. Knees can be bent or straight, it does not matter. You can even have your hands in a yogi toe grip on the toes. You can choose to rock your baby side to side, and our joyful happy baby. We do think of lengthening the spine to the front of the room, kind of creating a bowl with body. You kind of hollow out the stomach, push the belly button down to the ground, and wrap the tailbone around and up to the sky. A joyful, happy baby. Bring the knees back to the center. Give the knees a little squeeze, a gentle hug. And place your feet on the floor, lengthen your toes to the front of the room. Fingertips through the back of the room, stretching, growing a little longer, a little taller. And bring your hands down next to your legs. Roll the shoulders back and down, flex the feet, make a fist with the hands, and tighten all the muscles in the body to your tight and squeeze. And then release. feeling the difference of the relaxed body. Now this is your corpse pose, Shavasana. The next few minutes is yours for rest and relaxation, so close your eyes, clear your mind, and let your body be at peace. Keeping your eyes closed, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. You can roll over onto your right side. When you're ready, open your eyes. Walk yourself up to an easy sit position where legs can be straight, crossed, or anywhere in between. We'll draw a little circular motion, loosening up the back, awakening the spine, and then reverse the direction, going the other way. And we'll come to the center, lift the shoulders to the ears, push back and down, loosen up the neck. The hands fall to the sides. We'll inhale up to the sky, and down heart center, a little pressure at the palms. Then reverse the direction, stretch the back of the wrist. And we'll shake your head yes, loosening up the neck. Shake your head no. And shake your head yes again. We'll inhale, lifting up. Exhale, out and down. Bring your hands behind you. Place one hand on top of the other so the fingertips are just kind of laced in each other. We're going to roll the shoulders back and down, push the hands down towards the ground and lift the chest up to the sky. We're going to stretch the neck and the collarbone. Take the bottom or the muscles through the collarbone. Bottom lip over the top lip. And lean the head to the left. Lean your head to the right. Bring your head back to the center. Inhale, lifting up with the arms. Exhale out, releasing toxins. Inhale for the body. Inhale for the mind. Inhale for the spirit. Bring your hands heart center and namaste. And thank you guys for coming today. I know it was our small class.
Recording stopped.
I don't know what this is.
Thank you, Candy.
Hopefully the music and the voice and the video was all together by the end of that.
It
I didn't mean to mess it all up.
Thank you so much.
It was.
You're
Bye.
welcome. Hi guys.
Hey, Candy, I have to tell you something.
Uh-huh.
We've had 3 weddings in our ward just week.
Yeah.